Hey collectors and builders, welcome back to my channel. If you're into action figures and plastic model kits, be sure to check out my videos and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So for today's episode, we are going back to where everything started. My first hexagear kit, the Governor Pawn A1. And this was also the first, one of the first governors released by Kotobukiya. And I've got to say that this kit holds a very special place in my heart because this is where the poison begins. And I thought it's about time for me to make this video, so I'm gonna cover the 1.0 and the 1.5. Make sure you check it out, watch the entire video, and I hope you like that little short intro video that I put together. And without further ado, let's get started. Now let's check out the main body. So over here we've got a few ball joints, and the neck is actually fixed, so you can't really move it. But for the arms or the shoulder, you can actually swing it just back and forth. And if we just take a look at the abdomen area, this is actually made of PVC. Again, this is the version 1.0, so you can just attach the chest and the abdomen to make up the main body. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, this is actually my first hexagear kit, so it's kind of old. Now let's take a look at the arm. You can do a full rotation at the bicep, and you can bend the elbow. As for the hands, just connected by the ball joint, so snap it together. It's pretty easy, but I've got to warn you guys, over time it's gonna wear out. So yeah, you can swing it up. You can actually do a full rotation as well. And this is actually a fairly easy build. You can finish it in less than an hour. So right now I'm just gonna try to make some poses for later. And I think there are about 20 or more than 20 points of articulation. So let's check out the legs right now. You can rotate at the upper thigh area, and you can bend the knees. But for the feet, it's actually pivoted and you can't really move much. So kind of limited, but it works just fine. So you just connect all the ball joints, and again you can see that the top or the chest armor, it keeps falling apart because over time it just doesn't really work that well anymore. But they have actually fixed this issue in the version 1.0, I mean the 1.5 that we're gonna look at later. So don't worry guys, the 2022 model or version is the 1.5, so you won't actually have this issue, which can be annoying. So for the head, you just attach it and it looks kind of cool, right? Reminds me of the Stormtroopers just because of the colors, different shades of gray and white. So this is how it looks like from the front. Kind of cool with the knee pad or armors and the shoulder too. Kind of gives the medieval vibe. And yeah, at the back, this is the hexagram which you can connect to the stand. So let's check out some poses right now, because these things are supposed to be highly articulated and they are about 7.5 centimeter, right? I think that's 2.5 inch. And one of the issues, of course, will be the hand. it's, let's just say it's not the best. As for the sword, you can just attach to the back, either side, left or right, doesn't matter. And for the gun, this is how I usually do it. I'm not sure how you guys usually do it. Do you put it on the hand first and attach to the arms, or yeah, I'm struggling with this. So this is an issue that the fans will face, which is kind of annoying, but it looks good, right? It looks really cool. Wow, that's thunder. Did you guys hear it? Thunder. Storm is coming. So yep, looking good. Love it. Alright, so the next thing that I'm gonna show you, this is actually a different color variant, the military green from the Master Boot record box. And if you do not have the hexagram, you can just attach the rifle to the back. So there are actually two colors to the version 1.0. I'm just gonna show you guys how it looks like with the sword. So yep, same issue, which is annoying. Which one do you guys prefer, the white or the military green? Again, this is a limited model. You can only get it from the Master Boot record box, or you can repaint it and custom it. So there you go. And that was the version 1.0, and as you guys can see, it can get a little bit frustrating, and they actually stopped making these older governors. Now let's take a look at the 1.5. Over here we have the 1.5, a different shade of green. This is actually from the Lord Impulse jungle type. Kinda reminds me of Halo. Master Chief. Is it Master Chef? No, Master Chief. Okay, so the main difference will be the neck. You can actually move it back and forth now. So that's an upgrade compared to the old one, which is fixed. So you can't actually move the neck. And what else? Check this out, people. For the body, if you drop it on the floor, it's fine because it's actually connected. So you build the body as one piece instead of two separate pieces like this thing. This is the 1.0. So if you drop it on the floor, say bye-bye to your governor, because parts of the kit will go missing at times. So what else? Another upgrade to the 1.5 would be the material. Over here, they no longer use the PVC material for the abdomen area, which makes it easier to color or customize. And this is the 1.0. For the older governors, they use quite a bit of PVC material. And other than that, I think everything else looks about the same. For the articulation, the arms, you can swivel around, rotate at the bicep, you can bend the elbow. You also get the same sets of hands, the close, open. And for the body, again, you can swivel and move around. So basically, design and articulation, they are about the same except for the structure. So yeah, I actually like it, and I'm happy that they are reissuing another batch, because it's been challenging if you would like to build an army and couldn't find much of it. So same thing, just different shades of, well, this is actually black weapons. Which one do you guys like better? 1.0 or 1.5. I think that's it for today, people. I hope you find this helpful, and if you would like to see more hexagear content, be sure to click the like, the share, the subscribe buttons, and people, until next time, terima kasih, sayonara.